Hi, my name is Chris, and this is Truth Tuesday, and thank you for joining us. It's the beginning of the new year. It's probably a little bit later, and maybe our resolutions have worn off or we are done with them. And we're at the point where it may be a little bit harder to focus. And the question I think of when we approach this time period in the year is, how do I focus on what matters most? And for me, I think the number one thing is, how do I focus on my relationship with Christ? And when I think about that, I think about the things that distract me. And some of those things would be, first of all, profit. How do we make our money? How do we use our money? What do we spend our money on? How much do we have in savings? How much am I investing? Those type of things. Is my life profitable in the area of finances? And that can be a distraction. It can go to the extreme. Obviously, we've got to pay attention to what we're doing with our finances, but it shouldn't be an obsession. So that could be a distraction. The other thing is our possessions. We can get obsessed with our possessions, especially around Christmas and the New Year. All the stuff that we want, all the stuff that we purchased, all the stuff we already have. How do we store it? How do we maintain it? How do we sustain it? So we can get obsessed with those possessions. I like my stuff. I hope you like your stuff. But we don't want to be possessed by our possessions. Also, and this is a hard one for me, and you might not think this about me, but pleasure can be another distraction. I like to have fun. I enjoy doing things and having a good time. In fact, I think I've spent most of my life having fun in serving the Lord. And that can be a distraction as well. It's not all about pleasure. It's not all about enjoyment. It's not all about fun. We need to do those things and have fun, but that's not the purpose of life. And finally, the fourth P in our discussion today is popularity. We all want to be popular. We want people to like us. And sometimes we don't do certain things, or we don't say certain things because we want people to like us. And that's a struggle. But again, our life isn't all about popularity and personality. We want relationships, but we still have to have integrity. And if we're truly concerned about people, sometimes we have to say some things that aren't popular, but they are truthful and they are necessary to say. So to stay focused, we need to focus on Jesus, but we need to avoid profit, possessions, pleasure, and popularity. As I was reading the Bible through the year, I was reading this in Genesis 6 today, and this is what God observed in verse 5 of this passage. The Lord observed the extent of human wickedness on the earth, and he saw that everything they thought or imagined was consistently and totally evil. So the Lord was sorry he had ever made them and put them on the earth. It broke his heart. This is one of the times where God's heart was broken. And the Lord said, I will wipe this human race I've created from the face of the earth. Yes, and I will destroy every living thing, all the people, the large animals, the small animals that scurry along the ground, and even the birds of the sky. I am sorry I ever made them. Now here's a turning point in Scripture, and the music changes. Can you hear it? In verse 8 of Genesis 6, the writer records, but Noah found favor with the Lord. There's the turning point. But Noah found favor with the Lord. He wasn't distracted by all the other things. He had one focus, and that was serving God. While we live in this life, we can enjoy all things, but our main focus and our main purpose is to serve God, and we will find favor with Him. Hey, thanks for joining us for Truth Tuesday. I wish you a Happy New Year, and I hope you're back in church or joining us online.